Joe Douglas has improved this offensive line both in free agency and the draft, but could he continue to add more pieces? Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. All right. The Jets have now been connected to Logan Ryan, Jason Peters. So obviously the Jets are not done, or at least people think the Jets are not done improving this team right now. The Logan Ryan thing, as we eagerly await his decision and what's going to happen, obviously the whole report with Meta last week, the Jets are believed to be the front runners, or believe that they're going to sign Logan Ryan. To this point, we have not seen any validation from that. We have seen Logan Ryan come out and say that he would be interested in playing for the Jets, but he's keeping his options open. And obviously with the Giants' former first-round pick from last year, DeAndre Baker, getting arrested and likely being kicked off the team at some point, with Logan Ryan's heart potentially in New Jersey or the New York area, you could potentially see him go to the Giants, as well as the Dolphins, who have been kind of in the mix with Flores being his former defensive coach. So, let's push aside Logan Ryan for right now. Talk about that another time. Let's go into the offensive line. We've been connected to Jason Peters. We haven't really been connected to Larry Warford, which is what I'd like to talk about in this video. So Jason Peters, we've kind of covered him in a bunch of stuff. Could potentially see that signing, but Larry Warford is the guy that we're looking at here. He was released from the Saints, currently playing guard, has been a guard his whole career. But the Jets have a bunch of guards under contract right now. We have Alex Lewis, we have Van Roten, we have Brian Winters, along with McGovern, who can play guard, Harrison, who can play guard. So there's a lot of options for the Jets right now. Now, why is this such a big conversation when you have so much depth on the offensive line? And it's because of how good Warford is. Warford has really been a pretty premium guard over the last few years. He signed with the Saints 3 years ago. In his 3-year stretch with them, he did make the Pro Bowl all 3 years. He was an alternate, but he's still significantly better than what we've had on the offensive line. To put it in perspective, both him and Winters are going to be 29 years old for this season. And Winters, if we cut him, we could save $7.3 million. According to some sources, it seems like Warford wants to make $7 million a year. So $7 million a year, it's just a number. What does that actually sort of relate to? Currently, there are 20 guards making more than $7 million per year on an annual average salary. So realistically, this is you're signing someone to a top 20 contract if you get him for $7 million a year. Brian Winters, I have loved the mental toughness and the physical toughness that he has shown battling through injuries, but there is very much a drastic difference in play style. And when you look at their last 3 years compared to one another, it's very clear that Warford is the better player of the two. Now, I'm all about bringing in Warford. He's someone that I wanted 3 years ago when the Saints initially signed him, so this is someone that I've kind of had my eye on for quite some time. I don't think that the Jets necessarily are going to do this just because they've brought back Alex Lewis, they've brought in Van Roten. I'm more of the opinion that they're likely to cut Brian Winters and move in another direction, like maybe cornerback and edge rusher, as opposed to guard. But I would, if the option is to keep Brian Winters or cut Brian Winters, if they want to keep Brian Winters, I would prefer we cut him and sign Warford for the money. I think we're probably going to allocate that money elsewhere. I'd be all for this move because I think protecting Sam Darnold is absolutely huge. And it kind of gives you a veteran presence on that line that has been around the league. He's played all over, so there's a respect, there's a championship like pedigree there with the Saints. So I would be for this move. I think with an apples to apples comparison in terms of money, there's really no competition. You got to sign Warford for the $7 million. So, guys, let me know what you think of Warford down below in the comments. Do you want to sign him? Would you prefer we go after maybe Logan Ryan or Vinny Curry or Jason Peters or one of these other players out there in free agency? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.